Penelope. Just a few lines to update you on how things are progressing here in St Marple Mead. I am now involved in the investigation of the murder of Mr Parker. As you recall, Mr Parker was murdered on the train, taking the Marple Mead players to a designated station for filming. Strange, of course, is the murder itself. Mr Parker had been shot twice, poisoned and stabbed. Very unique. Presently, Mrs Parker is banged up, as Laura calls it, for this crime, but I'm very suspicious about the whole thing, hence my own investigation. It has now come to my knowledge that 3 of Mr Parker's fluses were also on this train. Other news is that Laura, my cleaner, has been offered a tour singing. She appeared on one of these talent programs on the television and has done remarkably well, I understand. So more news on that too. Lots of love, J.M. Yes, that's right, you've got it. 2 packets of hobnobs. You know, the ones with the creamy stuff in the middle. My favourites. I know, yes, quite. Oh yes, I'm still looking into that. I'll be talking to Sir Hugh today. Yes, Hugh done it. I've done it all, yes. That's the chappie.
Hello, dear Jane. Lovely to see you here. Yes, of course, you can have a good chat to him. Damn good butler. Hate to lose him. But of course, if there's something amiss, I know that you will sort it out. Quite a to-do, Jane. I mean, murder. Here in Marple Mead. Ivor Laurie. Pleased to meet you.
Laurie? Have you now? And your name?
No, Jane. That's his name. Ivor Laurie. I know. A lot of people do find that amusing.
So tell me, did you see anything suspicious when you were on this train? Anything out of the ordinary? And I understand that you do know Yum Yum, Mrs Parker.
No, it was quite an uneventful trip until, of course, the terrible thing that happened to Mr Parker. No, I didn't see anything strange at all.
Yum Yum apparently was also part of the Maple Mead players, so you saw her quite a lot.
Yes, I did see Yum Yum. Delightful lady. And we got on very well. But of course, it was always very obvious she had domestic problems. The children were her main concern.
And the twins? Are they with relatives?
Yes, the twins are staying with Yum Yum's sister, Doreen. And I think they're probably better off there at the moment.
And whereabouts does Yum Yum's sister live?
In South London. I say, look here, I mean, isn't this something the police should be looking into? I say, steady on here, old chap. Miss Marzipan is just trying to help out. This is one of the locals, after all. Of course, your lordship, I just can't see how I can really help in the matter, that's all.
Quite the opposite, young man. You've been very helpful, and I want to thank you very, very much.
You seem to rattle his cage a little bit there, Jane.
Yes. He did seem rather shaken, didn't he? Yes, thank you, dear. Everything arrived absolutely spot on. I just wondered if you had any of that gooseberry wine in stock. Aye, of course we do. I'll get you a couple of bottles now, Miss Marzipan. Oh yes, that reminds me, I'll be in London for a couple of days next week, so perhaps you could hold the newspapers here for me. That'd be very kind of you. I hope you don't mind me saying, Miss Marzipan, and forgive me for overhearing you, but I hear you're going to London, and I've got to go to London to talk about this tour, you know, with this Simon and those other famous people. And I'm wondering if we could go together. I don't know my way about London much. But of course it'll be company for both of us, and I'm not that sort of familiar with London myself. Rarely go these days. It's got a little bit sort of tatty for my liking. Golly, Laura, these buses go quick, don't they? Oh, never mind, we'll soon be there then. So, you're identical twins? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've always been close as well, and I can tell you now that it's not my sister that's done this deed. Poor love, I mean, she just is not the type, you know. She's gentle as a lamb, innit? So where are the boys now? Oh, John, my husband, he's taking them to play football. They're lovely kids, you know. Not a bit like him. Don't get me wrong, my sister's no angel. She had a bit of a fling a few years ago, but who can blame her? I mean, he's always had these women knocking around. You mark my words, it's one of these. Oh, Jane, you should come over here a minute. I've got something to tell you. Okay, Laura. Yes, just a jiffy. I'm just talking here, trying to get some info. Oh, yes, lovely picture, innit, Duck? Did you notice the twins? They didn't look a bit like him, did they? In fact, I had a feeling that they reminded me of someone. Don't you think it was rather strange, Miss Marzipan, that the butler knows where Yum Yum's sister lives? Yes. Very puzzling indeed. Oh, for goodness sake. It's my new ringtone, Miss Marzipan. My grandson put it on there. He thinks it's very funny. I don't. Wait till I see him when I get home.